mistaken. Let the people know what you thought went down the other night with Wilder and Fury.
That's why I'm pissed off. Oh God, that's why. We talked about it earlier in the day. We had the young bulls in here, the young intern. Shout out to Omar. Shout out to Vic.
Yeah.
And we all had Wilder winning. Now, you joked around that you said Fury in 4. That's the first thing you said, but you were joking. Then you eventually said Wilder in 7. I said Wilder in 8. I think the young boys had him sleep, Fury sleep way earlier than that.
Right.
Something in the back of my mind was a little worried, but I ain't even going to use that as an excuse. I thought Wilder was going to put him to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
He started coming out. He had the black diamond joint on. I was like, yo, he looked like a black Optimus Prime. It's black screaming this. It was just like, yo, it's time to go to work. And as soon as the bell rung, Tyson Fury went to work. And I couldn't believe what I was seeing. First round was cool. I thought that it was a good kind of like feeling out process for both fighters. Nothing really big happened. Wilder landed a nice right hand, didn't hurt him, kind of did his thing. I was like, all right, this looks like in a good direction. From then on, exactly what Tyson Fury said he was going to do, he did. He was more aggressive. He walked right to him. He laid the wood on him. And Deontay had no answer. I think in the 4th round, if I'm not mistaken, which had me shook, because all I can remember is you sitting right there saying Fury in 4, hit him with a right hand, dropped him and put him to his knees. I was like, oh shit, he got knocked down. Immediately gets up. I'm thinking it's the slip. Like, nah, it's no way. I'm sitting there lying to myself the whole fight. Like, nah, it's no way. He didn't fall. And then you look at the replay and he got the shit knocked out of him. He fell. Then his ear starts bleeding. So you start assuming, oh man, there must be damage in that ear to have his equilibrium off. Because after that knockdown, Wilder wasn't the same. He looked asleep the entire fight. For the next 3 rounds, Wilder looked unbalanced. He was falling on his own, having to get up, got knocked down by a body shot.
Right.
He was getting his ass whooped. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. So I went live on Viral. Thought I was on the Uncensored Truth. Sorry. Thought I went live, and the people were confirming the same thing. People were asking me if it was fixed. I'm like, yeah, it's fixed. Fury's hand is fixed on his fucking head and lighting that shit up. That's the only thing that's fixed about this. Fury is whipping this man's ass. I can't believe what I'm seeing. I thought it was going to be over before that 7th round. The corner of Deontay threw in the towel. Oh, God, we got some new developments, though, man, that I want to get your opinion on.
Yeah.
Because you didn't see the fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You heard about the fight. I told you it was a flat-out ass whipping.
Right.
Don't think that he should have invoked the rematch clause, but he invoked the rematch clause. He's going to immediately fight Fury again for round 3. And he had something to say. Now, he said, Wilder said the reason, hold on, let me go in further. He said he was not hurt by the punches and wanted a chance to continue. He did not suffer a concussion, a broken eardrum, or a broken jaw. The only physical injury he has was a 2-centimeter cut that was closed with 7 stitches. Now, I thought the eardrum had him jacked up. That's why I thought he was unbalanced. So hearing that, I thought he was a warrior for continuing because I thought he could have got killed. Bro, that's how bad it looked. So his team throwing in the towel, I wasn't upset at that. He was obviously upset. I thought he was ready to die in a ring. I didn't want to see that. I don't think anybody did. So I was cool with that. But he said the reason he went with the outfit was he wanted to create a memorable night of entertainment for his fans, but it backfired on him. Now, the outfit was dope.
Yeah.
And he gave reason to why he wore it. But here's the thing, man. He said he didn't hurt me at all. But the simple fact is that my uniform was way too heavy for me. Wilder told Yahoo Sports by telephone, I did not have no legs from the beginning of the fight. In the 3rd round, my legs were just shot all the way through. But I'm a warrior, and people know that I'm a warrior. It could have easily been told that I didn't have legs or anything. A lot of people were telling me it looked like something was wrong with you. Something was. But when you're in the ring, you have to bluff a lot of things. I tried my best, so I didn't have the legs because of my uniform. I was only able to put it on for the first time that night, but I didn't think it was going to be that heavy. It weighed 40-something pounds with the helmet and the batteries. I wanted to be a tribute to be great for Black History Month. I wanted to be good. I guess I put it on before anything. And then he was very upset about his trainer. But first, I want to get your thoughts on that.
Sam, man, if this is like some type of precursor to a rematch and it's something they have to say for a rematch, I'm cool with it. The next thing I'll say is that you never heard Michael Jordan. You never heard Muhammad Ali. You never heard Kobe Bryant making excuses to why they couldn't get it done. You know what I mean? To me, I think it's just an excuse. Now, it was a reason, but it's like you got to be able to overcome no matter what happens. I mean, you're in the ring. Sometimes something may happen. You can have a broken finger. Like, things happen in the ring. Champions overcome. And it's okay. We understand. You're a warrior. I get it. But warriors sometimes lose. But warriors also take it on the chin and say, yo, the better man beat me that night. I'm going to come back stronger. I don't like when people make excuses. I think it's an excuse, in my opinion. A costume, bro? You serious?
Listen, man.
Your legs are gone after what? How long did it take to walk to the ring? 3-4 minutes?
It was a nice walk.
Well, they ain't walk 20 miles.
Dog, you've been training for this the fight of your life. This the fight of the century, dog. I love Deontay Wilder. If he hit me with a right hand, I'm going to sleep. I don't want to get hit by a right hand by Deontay Wilder. So no, and I wasn't in the ring. But you said in the first fight, the reason why you weren't who you were was because you just came off of surgery on your forearm, and that was hindering you. All right, I hear you.
Excuses, right?
And now you're telling me it's the 40 fucking pound uniform. Dog, you got outboxed. You got outboxed. Damn. The motherfucker that you said had the motherfucker you said had pillow hands. Went in there and whipped your ass with those hands. He was a hungrier fighter. He wanted it more. He had more to prove, and he walked through you. And
damn,
we all shocked about it. I didn't want to see it, but we saw it. And I said it live. Hold on.
Are you straight?
I said it live.
Right.
I said that we shouldn't see a Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder 3. I don't want to see that shit again. The first fight, Fury was winning rounds. I thought that with Deontay Wilder knocking him down twice and potentially putting him to sleep, with him getting up like The Undertaker, that they deserved to have a draw, and we deserve to see the second fight. But Deontay had to change up his style and box. He had the right hand cocked, loaded the whole time, nothing else in his arsenal. He got away from the jab. He didn't have any legs on him to throw the right hand. It looked like that's all he was trying to throw. And if I see that watching my TV, Tyson Fury, the boxer that he is, sees it a mile away. He didn't touch him. He didn't hurt him. Deontay says he wasn't hurt. He says it was his legs. But if you look at his head, you look at his brain, it looked like something else was going on. I think that he was hurt. I think that he is a warrior. I know he's a warrior because he did not give up. He did not throw in the towel, and it looked like he was asleep on his feet. Now, I can see your legs bothering you. I understand that and all. But I think it was after them punches. I was after Tyson Fury put a whooping on you and you wasn't ready for it.
Now, did he fire his manager or what?
He fired his manager. Let me get that.
I ain't blaming his manager. Ain't that a...
I ain't mad at you for blaming your manager. Now, he was unhappy that Breland stopped the fight. His head trainer, Jay Dees, had criticized Breland at the post-fight news conference, which Wilder did not attend, for throwing the towel. Wilder said he had spoken to members of his team long before and said he never wanted them to stop the fight. Wilder has said frequently in the past he wants a body on his record and had emphasized to his team, including Breland, millions of times that they were never to stop a bout. He said he still loved Breland, but that he wouldn't be a part of the team going forward as a result. I am upset with Mark for the simple fact that we've talked about this many a times, and it's not emotional. Wilder said it's not an emotional thing. It's a principle thing. We've talked about this situation many, many years before this ever happened. I said, as a warrior, as a champion, as a leader, as a ruler, I wanted to go out on my shield. If I'm talking about going in and killing a man, I respect the same way. I abide by the same principle of receiving. So I told my team never, ever, no matter what it may look like, to throw in the towel in me, because I'm a special kind. I still have 5 rounds left. No matter what it looked like, I was still in the fight. When Yahoo Sports said Breland was looking out for his best interest, Wilder said he got that, but it didn't matter. I understand he was looking out for me and trying to do what he felt was right, but this is my life and my career, and he has to accept my wishes, Wilder said. That was deep. Very deep. What you think?
I 100% agree with that. If this is indeed true, and I have no reason to believe that it's not, if you have an agreement, especially, you hire them. It ain't the other way around. Yeah. They follow your orders. Yeah. You tell them, don't do it. Don't do it. You say, do it. They do it. And then now, if this was the case and they did it, got to get rid of them. Even if, because it's like, yo, you telling them, dog. Like, it's almost like the Rocky movie or the new one, Apollo, the Creed joint.
Oh, even Rocky 4 when Rocky didn't throw in the towel.
Right. It's like, yeah, somebody could die, things could happen, but I'm telling you right now, I want to go out on my sword. Like, I'm talking all this shit. If a nigga knock me the fuck out, happen to kill me, fuck it, let it go. This is what I'm in here for.
And that's what it sounded like when I heard it live. And I'm like, dog, you tripping? You got to save your life. But if the shoe was on the other foot, or if this was me, I'll be just as pissed off.
Hell
if it was
yeah.
just the same. Now, this Wilder is a warrior. 100%. He didn't look like he wanted to quit in that fight. He looked like he was going to die before he quit. He will let Fury beat his ass 5 more rounds if that had to be, and go down by a decision or get knocked out before he gave up. I can 100% attest to that, and that's what was painful to watch. So I didn't mind the trainer throwing in the towel at the moment, assuming that his eardrum was busted.
Oh, was that bad? Damn.
He had blood leaking out.
I mean,
his ear,
he was getting beat that bad too?
Yeah.
Whoa.
He had blood leaking out his ear. At the time, you think he has a broken jaw, and he's just getting pummeled. And it's hard to watch. You got his wife sitting there. You hear what he's saying, but you got family sitting there. It's like, what do I do? Maybe he's cool with getting fired. Maybe he's cool with the decision, because at the end of the day, he felt as though he preserved a man's life. But he has to deal with that sword. I'm not mad at it.
You got other precautions in place, like the judges. Obviously, if it gets that bad, the judges can also step in.
I thought the ref stopped it.
Right.
Initially.
Okay.
And so did Deontay. Like, why'd you stop it?
Right.
After the trainer stopped it, he was livid.
Whoa. Yeah. I mean, again, like you said, that's a good point. Maybe the guy was like, you know what? I don't care. You can fire me all you want.
Yeah.
We'll get cool later. I'll get another job, but I ain't letting you get your ass killed.
Yeah. And I ain't mad at that. I'm not mad at Wilder for talking shit, but then backing it up. He knew that he was taking a beating that night by a better man, but he was going to go out on his sword. I can respect that.
Definitely.
I can respect that.
Yeah, no doubt. So, yeah, man, I do want to see a part 3. I want to ask you this before we get off this topic. If there so happens to be a part 3, do you see Wilder getting knocked out again?
If it's the same Wilder we saw on Saturday and the same Wilder we saw in the first fight, yes. Whew. He has to get a trainer that is going to buckle down and get this brother to box. Because you sitting back and first off, if Fury makes a mistake and Wilder capitalizes, Fury sleep. He has that special kind of power.
Okay.
But when it's just one right hand, it's not an uppercut, it's not a left hook, it's not a right hook. You're not having any movement. You're not having any head movement. You got a dude in there that's sitting there bobbing and weaving, the fastest heavyweight we probably ever seen outside of Ali.
Really?
And he's moving the way he's moving, and you're not showing any boxing skills. You're going to get outclassed each and every time. It will remind me of Holyfield Tyson 2, where we thought it would be different, and it was more the same. I don't want to see it unless you get a trainer behind you that's going to go, nah, fuck that right hand. Let me teach you how to box. I would love to see Wilder get 2 fights under his belt so that we could see some boxing. Let Fury go fight Anthony Joshua, and you go fight the winner of that. And if the winner of that happens to be Anthony Joshua and you beat him, then you see Fury in a 3. Don't go in there and potentially ruin your career by getting mauled again if you ain't going to change your shit.
Damn.
I'm serious, bro. I mean that because I love the dude. I love heavyweight boxing. He's probably my favorite boxer since Riddick Bowe, but the facts are the facts. He can't box. He can fight. He needs to learn how to box.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a good thing, a blessing in disguise. Get a great trainer in there and polish some of those skills. I didn't know he was that one-dimensional, man.
You'll see the fight soon.
Wow.
He's that one-dimensional.
Crazy.
And it's frustrating. And that's why he should have fired his fucking trainer.
Right.
Why you had his brother in there boxing?
Yeah. Man.
Or getting him in or getting him in sparring with some boxers that could beat him up in sparring and go, nah, we got to tighten this, do this, do this.
Has Fury said anything since?
Hey, he's been fucking getting busy. He's the king. He's the king of the castle. Yeah. He's in there singing and shit. Yeah, he's good. He's having a good time.
All right, no doubt. But yeah, man, great fight over the weekend, to say the least. I want to jump into